Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to set up sprints in ClickUp step by step. If you're aiming to organize your workflow, boost your team's productivity, or just get a solid grasp on Agile project management inside ClickUp, you're in the right place. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have sprints working for you in ClickUp, ready to keep your projects on track and efficient. Let's dive straight in and get your Agile setup running. First, look over to the left-hand side of your ClickUp screen. You're going to click More at the bottom of that left pane. This area gives you access to additional features that don't crowd your main workspace until you're ready for them. Once you're in, tap on Apps. If you've never explored this section, you may be surprised just how much functionality ClickUp can add with a couple clicks. In the Apps section, type Sprints in the search bar. This brings up the Sprints app, which is like flipping the switch on your Agile toolkit. Go ahead and enable Sprints. Now, ClickUp will ask you which spaces you want to have sprints active. Think of spaces in ClickUp as distinct departments or teams. They keep things nicely organized. Maybe you only want sprints for your product development team, or maybe for everyone. Just select the spaces you want sprints enabled in. Don't worry if you're unsure which spaces you'll need. This can always be changed later if you want to expand. Now return to your chosen space and look for the plus button. Usually it's pretty easy to spot, often floating at the top or in the corner. When you click that, you'll see an option to add a sprint folder. This is the command central for all your upcoming sprints. Give that folder a name that makes sense for your project, like Website Launch Sprints or Design Team Sprints. Naming things clearly always helps keep your workspace uncluttered and intuitive. Next up, you're presented with a few key settings. You'll select a measure of effort, the sprint start day, and the sprint duration. For measure of effort, most teams use story points or hours. Think of it as how you'll estimate the work. If you're not sure, start simple and adjust as you go. Sprint start day is the day your team kicks off new sprints, and sprint duration is how many days your sprints last. Usually 1 or 2 weeks is standard, but pick what fits your team's rhythm. These choices matter because they shape the flow and expectations of your work cycles, so take a moment to think about what suits your process best. Click Next to lock in those settings and move forward. Now, when a sprint wraps up, there are a few best practices built into ClickUp to help you manage that end-of-sprint moment. First, mark the sprint as done. This is your way of communicating to the team, we're done with this round, let's reflect and move forward. If you have unfinished tasks, this is normal and totally okay. Select the option to move incomplete tasks to the next sprint. It's a smooth way to keep momentum without letting things slip through the cracks. You should also create a new sprint right away. This keeps your cadence steady and makes it easier for everyone to know exactly when the next work chunk begins. As you wrap up, you can enable Auto Archive for old sprints. This keeps your workspace tidy, storing historic sprints out of sight but not deleting them if you ever need to look back. Once all your choices are set, click Create. Just like that, you have a working sprint folder in ClickUp. From here, you can customize your sprints however you like, add tasks, set goals, even adjust settings as your team settles into the rhythm. Remember, getting sprints working well is about finding your workflow and then letting ClickUp handle the repetitive bits for you. And that's all there is to it. Your Agile sprints are all set in ClickUp and ready for action. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about tweaking sprints or want tips for Agile in ClickUp, drop a comment below. Make sure to subscribe for more step-by-step tutorials that help you get the most out of your project management tools. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.